Obscure Wars in American History. Number 20. The Utah War. The Utah War, also known as the Utah Expedition, was a conflict between the United States government and the Mormon settlers in Utah Territory between the years of 1857 and 1858. The conflict arose from tensions between the federal government and the Mormon community, which had established a theocratic state in Utah led by Brigham Young. The U.S. government became concerned after the power and influence of the Mormon Church in Utah and the possibility of the church becoming a theocratic independent state away from the federal government. In 1857, President James Buchanan sent a military expedition led by General Albert Sidney Johnston to Utah to establish a federal authority and replace Brigham Young as governor. The Mormon community viewed the expedition as a hostile invasion of their territory and began preparing to defend themselves against it. Tensions rose, and there were several instances of violences between the Mormon settlers and U.S. troops. The conflict eventually ended without a major battle, as peaceful resolutions were negotiated between Brigham Young and the federal government. Young agreed to step down as governor and allow an appointment of a non-Mormon governor in exchange for amnesty for the Mormon community and federal recognition of their religious practices. The Utah War was significant because its consequences for both the federal government and the Mormon community still exist today. It further strained the relationship between the federal government and the Mormons and led to the increased scrutiny and suspicion of the Mormon Church around the nation. It also marked a turning point in the history for the Mormons, who began to move away from the practice of polygamy in order to avoid further conflicts with the federal government. So there is a whole war fought over Brigham Young and whether you can marry multiple people.